Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for July 9th, 2023, from Proverbs chapter 30, verse 18. 3 things are too wonderful for me, 4 I do not understand. Another poetic expression. Yes, the author does know how to count. And the next verse will have 4 things for comparison. Verse 19. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship on the high seas, and the way of a man with a virgin. The movement of these 4 need to be considered. The eagle, the serpent, a ship, and the movement of love between a husband and a wife. This verse focuses upon the many beauty of the earth that God created and designed. Verse 20. This is the way of an adulteress. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wrong. Notice the adulteress denies any wrongdoing. As Christians, we're not perfect. And so we confess our sins. So the basic difference between the Christian and the non-Christian is the confession of sins versus denying that they've done any wrong, denying that they're a sinner. Verse 21. Under 3 things the earth trembles. Under 4 it cannot bear up. A slave when he becomes a king, and a fool when he is filled with food, an unloved woman when she gets a husband, and a maidservant when she displaces her mistress. 4 injustices, so to speak. A slave becoming a king, that person may not have the skills needed for proper leadership and may be more concerned about vengeance. A fool who is overly confident, that's never a good thing. An unloved woman who is now married and still unloved. And the last, like Hagar and Sarah, when the maidservant displaces the mistress. All these are great injustices. Verse 24. 4 things on earth are small, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are a people not strong, yet they provide their food in the summer. The rock badger are a people not mighty, yet they make their homes in the cliffs. The locusts have no king, yet all of them march in rank. The lizard you can take in your hands, yet it is in kings' palaces. These 4 things are considered wise. Ants who get their own food. Rock badgers who make their own homes in the cliffs, which are very protective. Locusts who are self-disciplined and work for the common good. And lizards who are gentle and are meek, yet have access to the king. These 4 should be highly valued and prized in today's world, but they are not. Especially the lizard. Just focus for a moment. Because if you think about the lizard as people like us, who are gentle, yet we are in king's palaces. You see, God desires the humble in heart, not necessarily the proud or the arrogant. God strikes those people down. Consider Moses, who was the leader of the people of Israel out of Egypt. And he was considered by God to be the meekest person on the earth. God's peace and many blessings be with you. And thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for listening.